Different types of hypothesis tests which are as follows. T-test is a statistical test procedure that tests whether there is a significant difference between the means of two groups. One sample t-test, we use it when we want to compare the mean of a sample with a known reference mean. Then for independent samples, we use it when we want to compare the means of two independent groups or samples. Then paired sample t-test, these are used for dependent samples to compare the means of the two dependent groups. Chi-square test. The chi-square test, it is used to determine whether there is a relationship between two categorical variables. It checks whether the frequencies occurring in the sample differ significantly from the frequencies one would expect. Thus, the observed frequencies are compared with the expected frequency and their deviations are examined. ANOVA test, that is analysis of variance test, whether statistically significant differences exist between two or more than two samples. For this purpose, the means and variances of the respective groups are compared with each other. In contrast to the t-test, which tests whether there is a difference between two samples, the ANOVA tests whether there is a difference between two or more than two groups. There are different types of ANOVA like one-way ANOVA, one-factor, two-factor or two-way ANOVA, one-way ANOVA with repeated measurements and two-factor ANOVA with repeated measurement. Z-test. Z-test is a statistical analysis tool that measures the average mean of two large data samples when the standard deviation is known. It is used in hypothesis testing to evaluate whether a finding or association is statistically significant or not. It can be only used if the population standard deviation is known and sample sizes 30 data points or larger. Otherwise, a t-test should be employed. Thank you.